I'm just going to walk through what ChangeMaker is about and what it does, and give you a bit of a preview on if you want to actually create a project, how you can do it. So the whole purpose of ChangeMaker is that it's kind of like a Kickstarter tool that also allows you to raise people. So you don't just get money, but you actually can get volunteers, and you could get them based on the skill that you're looking for. So it makes it a lot easier for you to actually organize. And the long-term vision of this is that you can actually have a full project management tool behind it. So it could sync hopefully with other tools that you use, and you can collect data and sync it between websites and apps. So this is the homepage that we're looking at right now. If you went here and you wanted to start a project, you just click Start a Project at the top. Oh, we're good. Okay, so it's really basic form. We tried to make it really easy for people to create an account. Just fill out your email address and add an organization and add a logo, and you get going. And that takes you to the dashboard where you'd create a project. And normally, obviously, there wouldn't be projects here already, but this is our own account. So once you create a project, you're able to, it walks you straight through this process. And the idea is that we created a template that really can't break. So you just can fill it out. You follow each of the steps, and it's going to look great when you're done. So you upload an image, change the logo if you want, add a title. Choose if you want donations and add the goal. And then we know that a lot of the nonprofits, they need legal disclaimers that they're required to have. So we have an option. You could put in there whatever you want. We don't want to tell you what you're supposed to have there, so that's your option. And then you get to choose the skills, and these skills are what are going to show and what are going to match you to other volunteers who are looking through the site. So if somebody, we're looking for somebody who does business development or front-end development, on their end, on the user side, they're actually going to be notified that you're looking for somebody with their skill set, and it can match you up. So once you finish the basics, you're able to put in more information about your project. And what's really cool about this is we wanted to make sure that everybody got straight to the point. And we know people have really short attention spans. So we just ask you right away, have a video. People love videos. And then tell us what the problem is in 300 characters. And tell us what your solution is. So people don't have to go and try to read through a bunch of paragraphs and figure out what you're about. They know right off the bat. And then after that, we have a space for you to add an image just to break it up. And then I guess I actually don't have an image for this, but there's an About section. And the About section lets you go into that detail that you probably want to go into. Lets you talk about more about the organization and everything after you've already sold people on what your problem and solution are. We have this FAQ section where you can add up to 5 questions, and that helps with you not getting pinged every second with questions that you have to answer a lot. And once you're done with all of this, you can preview it or you can request to publish it. And this would be what you see at the top, like the basic template. Everybody who comes to your page, they're going to see a list of skills, and they're going to have the opportunity to join a project or donate. Template is always the same, so we keep it pretty no matter what. You have the video if you choose to upload one, your problem, your solution. We ask, I think, 3 times throughout the page if people want to actually, we have calls to action to make sure that people are never at a point on the page where they have to scroll back up to actually act. And then you have the About the Project section. So once you do that, you end up you can go back to, browse projects, and your project will be right in here, and it looks like a card, similar to Kickstarter. And people can scroll through, and they can see how many volunteers you have, what you've raised, and how far along you are. So another cool feature we've added, and this is kind of the first step in creating an actual project management tool, is that we allow you to interact with your volunteers directly on a basic level right now, but we hope to expand it. And you can send automated welcome messages, or you could actually send messages to the recipients. And if we had volunteers in here, you could select the recipients or send them to all of them or individuals. And it creates an easy way for you to keep all that communication in one spot. In the future, we hope to actually start taking this a little bit further and allowing you to do a lot more where you shouldn't have to actually leave the app to work on this project or with your volunteers. Right now, you're able to export a spreadsheet of all of your volunteers and their skills so that you could actually play with that data however you want so that it doesn't interfere with your other tools. So we're kind of taking into account that we don't have those other features up yet. And that might be all I got. I think that's it. So that is the ChangeMaker app. And so sign up.